Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. Is the interesting situation that we are facing in the case of the XAU, the gold and silver sector index. That's the daily, and not only that, it hasn't let us down in terms of breaking through major support. It held very well. Now we are seeing signs of the bulls basically gaining control, but it is not perfectly clear at this point from the advance up to now that this is indeed the rally that is going to see it flying through the roof here at 165. As you can see from the alternatives that I drew for you here, we either have a fourth wave potentially behind us right here, or it's going to extend. Now, extending does not necessarily mean it's going to go back to 130. No. What could happen is this: it's going to run slightly higher, and then it's going to give you something like that. It could actually go back to this zone at around 140, and that'll be it. The E leg will terminate at a much higher level. You'll have an A, B, C, D, E like that, and then the genuine impulse wave will get underway. However, if this is the end of the fourth wave, and it is now ready to continue a lot higher, this is going to be behind us fairly soon. Do you see? It's going to cross this critical level where I put the two horizontal lines. That is 157.40 roughly. It's going to fly through that, and that should be your signal. Should serve as a good indication that the corrective phase is truly behind us, and we are going to see some fireworks at long last. At long last, we are going to see some fireworks in the precious metals. So I would say the next week or two could be critical for this one. But overall, those who have gone through the gyrations of this mighty forest of ABCs here should not quit now. Yeah, the bulls that survived all of that have no business quitting now. This is the weekly, and they definitely should stick around to get the rewards that are due to them for their patience. The rally is coming. At most, we're going to have to wait just a few more weeks. I tend to think that the rally could be actually on, if you ask me. Yeah, I tend to think that it's on, but I wouldn't sell the house and put everything on this index with this assumption behind it, you see. But the overall bullish case is absolutely intact. Now here's the chart of silver. That's the daily. I've been telling you in the last few days that silver wants to go higher, gold wants to go higher. They have been holding very well support levels as they've come up from these lows. And now we're seeing it. This is the daily. It's battling the 50 moving average. You see it crossed nicely this overhead resistance, and that is the best wave count that I have for it. That's a 1-2. even if it is an AB, the C is very, very far from being over. Okay, so I do see definitely further upside for the precious metals. It's running as I'm talking to you. As I'm preparing and covering this video, it is just going up and up. So we will see further bullish price action. I think next week could be a good week for the longs, and we'll take it one step at a time. We'll see over time whether this is a good reading, that this is a 1-2, we're into a 5-wave run, or that's going to be an A, B, C, and then an X, and another A, B, C. We just have to take it one step at a time. No need to jump the gun here. I'm going to show you the weekly and some of the ideas that we had recently. Is that the decline that we witnessed from this spot actually took the shape of a possible ABC like that. And that's a big statement, because that tells you that this pattern is behind you. And what is beginning now, if it is another corrective pattern within this huge lateral movement, it is a pattern that is unlikely to be over next week, by the end of next week. No, it's a pattern that is likely to be at least on this scale. And that's why I say it's quite a statement. This is almost 2 months, you see. So we are onto quite a nice bullish movement here that stands a chance of taking it at least to test 28.35, and I will not be surprised at all to see it going back to test this high. What happens once it reaches this level? I would not say at this point. I would wait, let Mr. Market hand to us the decision. Once we cross above this level, of course, it's a totally different situation. We'll take it one step at a time, but right now for the next few weeks, I do see good option for the longs to stick with their positions. More rallies coming. We have the 50 coming up here also played a role, I think, plus the horizontal support. So it's not going to come back here very soon. Here's the chart of gold. That's the 60 minutes of spot gold price in US dollars. It's doing very well. I added to my longs, and I think we are likely to see further nice rally developing here. It is developing as I'm talking to you. You can see it running up here. I already told you for several days that this is a critical overhead resistance. Once it runs above this level, it's going to run. It's going to run. Now, no stopping it. I think it is set. It is set to run nicely for quite a few weeks. And also here, when we look at daily, similar to the structure that was operating in the XAU index, if you remember, where we allowed for the possibility that we might have an extension of the fourth wave, there is a possibility to do the same thing here. With this being an A, that's a B, that's a C. And it's running up, and it could run up quite a lot. It could run up all the way to 1,880 zone around here. On the daily, that will take it to the other side of the downsloping channel, and that could mark the D leg. And then the E leg. Now, it does not follow automatically that even if you go there and it is the D leg, that the E leg will go back there. No, not quite, not quite. The E leg might play a failure on us, in the sense that might do something like that. So you'll have an A, B, C, D, E like that, and then boom. Yes, this is perfectly possible. Now, when do we know that the E leg will not actually show up? We could see the XAU, what the XAU is going to do. But of course, we could look at what gold is going to do, because it seems to me that gold is the leader between the two, gold and silver. It seems to me that gold is really pulling higher earlier. It might change, of course. Silver might change its pace of advance. But right now, I would assume if we see it running up here, and that's not going to happen in 2 days, we're seeing it running to 1,880, and it pops above that and it sits here. At that point, I would think that the DE idea should be dropped. We probably have seen the bottom of the correction right here, with whatever combination would be the correct one, because you can spend hours working through various alternatives here. The key is to establish at what point the correction is behind us, and I venture my opinion here that this is a critical level. Yes, once we sit on top of this, this becomes the next target, and that's going to be quite exciting. Okay, so that is the situation in gold. My website, the homepage is right here. It's Wave Mastery, www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the homepage. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek, just to keep you on track, to see a little bit you know, where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot, and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here, it takes you to the page where it explains to you, you should read that, it explains to you what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you are not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you are interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos, okay? So you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.